AB3 was a record that you know we felt like was the most well received by fans and critics alike, and we always kind of thought that Blackbird was still our best record. And when it came to this new album, we wanted to make it something different, to change our song structure, to challenge ourselves to get the most out of this album and surprise people, keep them guessing.
We feel like the sound has evolved to a certain degree, more so on this record than any previous records. You know, with each record we've tried to push ourselves somewhat. As an artist, you hope to do that. You don't want to make the same record over and over again. You don't want that, the fans don't want that.
So we did things in songs like Cry of Achilles and Fortress where we really changed our arrangement of the song, and we tried to do that with every song. We would tear it apart, rebuild it many times to get the most out of these arrangements.
And then with other songs like Calm the Fire, we tried to integrate not so much unique arrangement approaches, but like a different intro that we normally would do. That intro is very Queen-inspired, very Radiohead-inspired, and we had never tried anything like that before. You know, Elvis and I actually had a blast putting that intro together. We were just locked ourselves in the studio one day and just kind of went crazy.
When we started in the studio, our days looked, nobody gets up early in rock and roll, so we'd get to the studio around noon, and we'd eat lunch and chit-chat for a while, and maybe start work around 1:30.
Overall, pre-production is where you make sure the arrangements are what they need to be. You make sure that the songs are, the basic skeleton of the song is set, because once the rhythm section has recorded their parts and the rhythm guitars are down, then you know, you've pretty much committed.
Once that pre-production phase was over, we'd go in on our own schedules whenever you'd want to go get work done, and because Elvis and Jeff, the producer and engineer, had tons of work to do, so we could go in at 2 o'clock if we wanted. They could work all morning, and we would track for maybe 6 hours and then go home each day. It took about a couple weeks to do rhythm guitars and another 4 days to do lead guitars, and a couple days on top of that to do my backing vocals.
It would just be sitting in there with Jeff, our engineer, and Elvis, our producer, and Kevin, the assistant engineer, and doing a lot of experimenting, just trying different things. For me, I love that. I love you know, trying out different pedals and different sounds, and just seeing what kind of sonic landscape you can create over the empty canvas that is the music bed.